Hi, I'm Cheyenne. The phone's a little, not that well steady-handed. My speech is much. Here I go. This is actually more of a tragic story than turns out to be a happy one at the same time. So I was 11 at the time. I just barely turned 11 at the time. And my sister, as it says, my sister Destiny, she went to the hospital in Blackfoot because that's where she lived at the time. My mom got a call from my nana, who got a call from her dad, who has passed away a while ago, so won't mention him much, just that once. Me, my mom, my brother drive down there to Blackfoot. It was the day after my birthday. It was Mother's Day. My mom spent Mother's Day in the hospital again. I born on near Mother's Day, so yeah, it was really hard for me. I couldn't go see my sister at all. You had to be 12 or 13 to go in to see people because she was in the emergency care. Like, she was really bad. But that really changed a few things in my life. Like, I thought of eating or everything because she ended up with type 2 diabetes. No, type 1 diabetes. Sorry, get those confused sometimes. Anyways, her pancreas shut down completely. Me and my sister, my brother, my family all hates needles. But it was really hard on my mom the most. And also really hard on me. My sister went to the hospital the night of my birthday. That's pretty tough for a 11-year-old to handle. It takes a really long time to get over the fact my sister almost died. And yeah. And because of that, I watch what I eat. My brother and my nana usually always came in to see me in the waiting room because I couldn't go see her. It was really hard too. I just turned 11. You had to be 12 to go in. I never got to see my grandpa, who died of cancer in the same way my sister was in here in Idaho Falls. It brought a lot of bad memories back. Like, a lot of bad memories of death, and bad things always happen. I know. So, when we were driving home a few days later, my sister was still in the hospital. They didn't know what was going on, what was happening.
And is mom's coat done in the dryer, or did you not wash it
yet? It's in there. Anyways, my family hasn't had the best health in the world. And it's kind of hard on us a lot of times. I always sat in that waiting room while my mom, my nana, my brother were all in that area, and I was just sitting there alone in that waiting room, wondering what happened, what's going on, everything about that. It was difficult for me. My big sister was my big sister. She's always been there for me, sorta. She was my big sister. She's the one who taught me never to do what she does, or don't do this, or just don't. My big sister was my rock. So I mostly sat there, colored, drew, and mostly colored my feelings away. And most of that time, I've colored pink. I know that's weird, right? Pink for sadness? Yeah, it's weird for people. I'm autistic. It gets weird. But because of that, my issues, because who I was, I became distant to people. Like, distant. Like, yeah, I would love to be your friend. And then that memory pops up. Friendship won't last forever. My family will, though. But recently, me and my big sister got into a big fight. And I kind of wish to take that back. But there's some things you can't take back. There's going to be issues in your life. But the big reason why I'm talking about this was because my sister did drugs, and that messed with my psyche as well. So, and that's what made her pancreas shut down. And we have a strain in our family who get shaky and you have to eat. My life is pretty much a rocky path to live in. And it's not easy. I have a lot of stories that can teach people not to try this or do that. The reason why I chose the story about my sister, sisters can do stupid shit, but you always love them in the end. I still love my sister, even though she does drugs. I can still love her. I give her support if she wants it, but what's really the issue is the drugs for me. I've seen how it happens. I've seen all that. So why I'm talking about this is to never, ever go, never take drugs, eat healthier, try to do that. But most people can't, because it's cheaper to get fast foods, fatty foods, to fill you up. But I'm mostly talking about drugs. Just don't try them, don't take them. Unless it's prescribed by your doctor. If you can stand without the drugs, or not cry in a ball of pain without drugs, or try to shoot yourself, or get really depressed without them, you should be taking them. But if you're just trying to get high off them, or just, no, shooting them up, popping them, getting high is not the right thing. I do a lot of hand things, I know. Sorry, off topic. A lot off topic. Anyways, that's my story. And really have issues in my family with stuff like that. And I hope people understand it's not a good idea to have drugs. Take drugs unless it's prescribed. And family's always going to be there for you. Through thick and thin. Those are my top qualities. I hope you enjoyed it, and that's it. Thank you for being here.